All right, let's talk social media. If you're running a small business right here in Auckland, whether that's a cool cafe in Ponsonby or a new tech company in the CBD, you know you should be on social media. But the real question is, how do you actually make it work for you? Well, today, we're gonna break it all down. This is your new social media playbook. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's kick things off with a number that might just blow your mind. 147 minutes. According to Shopify, that's how long the average person spends on social media. Every single day. That's more than 2 hours of pure focused attention that your business could be tapping into. It's a massive opportunity just sitting there. And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's one thing for your potential customers to be scrolling past funny videos and pictures of their friends' holidays. It's a whole other challenge to cut through all that noise, actually grab their attention, and turn that scroll into a sale. That's exactly what we're going to solve today.
So here's our game plan. We've got a simple 6-part roadmap to get you there. We'll start with the why, then build a real strategy, pick the right platforms for you, figure out how to create content that people actually love, get more eyeballs on your stuff, and finally, measure what's actually working. Easy as was.
So let's dive right into section 1. Why should you even bother with social media? Because let me tell you, if you think it's just about getting a few likes on a photo, you're missing the whole point and the biggest benefits.
Think of social media less like a megaphone and more like your secret business weapon. I mean, it gives you incredible visibility for sure, but it also gives you direct insight into what your customers are really thinking. It lets you have actual two-way conversations and build real relationships. And the best part? Compared to old school advertising, it's so much more cost-effective.
Okay, that brings us to section 2, start with a strategy. Now listen, this might be the most important part of this whole thing. Just posting random stuff and hoping for the best? That is a surefire way to waste your time and money. Real success starts with a plan, always.
And this quote from marketing strategist Maggie Stara just hits the nail on the head. It's so easy to get obsessed with those big, flashy numbers, views, followers, likes. But for a small business, you've got to ask yourself what really matters. Would you rather have 40 new clients who are actually paying you, or a ton of followers who never ever buy a thing? The answer is pretty obvious, right? So before you even think about posting, you have to decide on your goal. What's your number one priority right now? Is it just getting your brand name out there across Auckland? Is it driving people to your website? Or maybe it's about getting new leads for your business. Pick one or two, and let that focus guide everything you do. Okay, moving on to section 3, choosing your platforms. You know, a huge mistake I see businesses make is trying to be everywhere all at once. You really don't have to. You just need to show up where your customers are already hanging out.
So let's compare two of the visual giants. You've got Instagram, which is perfect for that high-quality, really polished content. You know, like a beautiful shot from a local cafe. It's awesome for reaching millennials. Then you have TikTok. It's all about fast, entertaining, trend-driven video. If Gen Z is your target audience, this is where you need to be. It's become a massive place for people to discover new products.
Now for a totally different pair. Facebook is still an absolute powerhouse, especially if you want to reach a broader, maybe slightly older crowd. It's fantastic for building a real local community or for gathering customer reviews. LinkedIn, though, that's all business. If you're a B2B company in Auckland trying to connect with other professionals, this is your spot, no question.
Okay, let's get to the fun part. Section 4, creating engaging content. We've got our goals, we've picked our platforms, so what on earth do we actually post? Well, the secret is to shift your mindset from the hard sell to a heartfelt connection.
Think about it. Nobody goes on social media hoping to get blasted with ads. People want to connect. The most successful business pages focus on building that rapport. You want to share stuff that's genuinely interesting, helpful, or entertaining, not just another post screaming, "Buy now." So how do you create all this amazing content without going crazy? The answer is content batching. Instead of scrambling every single day to come up with a post, you block out time to do it all at once. One session for planning, one for writing, one for filming, and so on. It turns a chaotic daily chore into a super efficient once-a-month job. It's an absolute game changer.
All right, on to section 5, amplifying your reach. You've created some brilliant content, but how do we get it seen by more people than just your mom and a few loyal fans?
First things first, you've got two main tools in your toolbox here. There's organic reach. That's all the free stuff you post that gets seen naturally. It's amazing for building trust over the long haul. Then you've got paid social. That's when you put money behind a post or an ad to get immediate visibility and target specific people, like, say, everyone within 5 kilometers of your shop.
But paying for ads is not your only option. You can use local hashtags like #AucklandEats to jump into conversations that are already happening. You could partner with a local Auckland influencer that your audience already knows and trusts. Or, hey, why not team up with another local business for a giveaway? And maybe the best one, get your own customers to create content for you and then share it.
And that brings us to our final and maybe most critical step. In Section 6, measure what matters. You simply can't improve what you don't measure. This is how you close the loop and make sure all your hard work is actually paying off. Seriously, this is the difference between flying blind and flying smart. You have to stop guessing what works and start looking at the data. The numbers tell you exactly what your audience is responding to, so you can do more of what's working and ditch what isn't.
And don't worry, you don't need to be a data genius. Just focus on a few key things. How many people are you reaching? Are people actually engaging with your posts, liking, commenting, sharing? Are they clicking through to your website? And the big one, is any of this turning into actual leads or sales? Most platforms have built-in tools that make this stuff surprisingly easy to track.
So there you have it, a full playbook to help you turn all that scrolling into actual sales. Your customers, right here in Auckland and all over, are online right now. They're having conversations. The only question left is, are you ready to join them?